Greetings and salutations, bright light. I am Cameron Rushmore, welcome to my channel. Yes, I'm late, get over it. Wibble my cat, wibble indeed. Just gonna be setting up the tablet, keeping an eye on the chat. By the way, it says that you can do this directly from your phone, and so I am not using that screen to try and keep an eye on fucking chat. It's like, what? Oh, don't make bleeding noises. My tablet's on charge. I forgot to charge it. Oh, shoot. Yes, I would like... Oh, God. So, with everything that's... Oh, please, just let me log in. All in all, a normal start. Yeah, sure. Oh, God. Right. So, one of the problems is... Doobly what's it, flibbity flob, is... So, Twitch got hacked. Right, let me pull that out before it starts going nuts. But remind me to plug it back in. So Twitch got hacked on Monday. I didn't find out about it until yesterday. They were by the... Preface this with, I've not really done much research into this. I know that they've been hacked. I got a message and I sent a couple of messages around and people have confirmed that they've been hacked. That's been in the news that I've been reading, but I don't know the exact details. One of the things that I do know is that whenever a company gets hacked like that, the first thing you do is you go to the website and you reset your password. And that's what I did. I reset my Twitch password. Now, every fracking device wants me to relog in. And my tablet hasn't been logged in. It's still been telling me what's been going on. I need to be able to see that. I'm having to hum because if I don't hum, I'll end up reading out the password. There we go. Just log me in. Oh. Right, now it wants the two-factor authentication. Again, one of them things where it's like belts and braces didn't really... Probably could have gotten away with not resetting my password, given the fact that I've got two-factor authentication on. But, you know, belts and braces. And all that stuff. So reset the password. Now it's asking for two-factor authentication. I'm guessing the service that they're using for this two-factor authentication has been getting hammered. Because it takes a good few seconds for the codes to arrive. Are you gonna let me in? Please, just for the love of God, let me in. There we go. Hey, that's my channel. Right, I don't actually... Oh. I don't need to be able to hear myself. I can hear myself quite well, thank you, in my own head. Right, how do I... Yeah, that's what I was actually checking earlier. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I did this is a test stream. Right, that's not great. Because I don't... I've got it in viewer mode, and I don't want to be in viewer mode. For two reasons. One, Has my video hung? Am I still audible? Is this working? Because according to my tablet, it's not working. No, not yet. I was doing my own law stream until about an hour now. It's still going. Okay, cool. Right. Sound is on. Video is on. It's just... Don't know if you can see that, but that is stuck. And it's like, why are you stuck? Hey J-Station, how goes it? I just want to set you back into management mode. Stream manager. Is that gonna do it? There we go. I do not need that. Right, now I plug this back in. Beware the beeps. It's my computer, not yours. And I put that down over there. And then I get disconnected from chat. Why am I disconnected? Why, you lousy... I love technology. Here, Beasley. Yes, I would like to be able to send a message from my own chat on my own tablet. Minor technical difficulties going on here. Whilst I remember, my once a month meet is tomorrow, so I won't be around for the source of wisdom and guidance. Unfortunately, Chaircam is working a charm. I mean, right, okay. No longer going to touch anything over there. Now we seem to be set up. What am I doing? I'm playing Xcom 2. This is session 16. It's a session number, I don't know. Yeah, session 16. Right, so that can go away, that can go away. That can go away. That can go away. Those can go away. The discords can go away. And then we put this into performance mode, we switch over to the game, we click on the game. Oh! Why are you so loud? There we go. Okay. It is showtime. I'm not trusting this chat. So I'm going to keep my phone here. If anybody notices it going... Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, to be fair, I went through the pain as well. It was not intentional. I am literally wearing headphones. So yeah, if... I won't trust him chat either. I'm in it. I'm in it. Oh, I wouldn't trust chat either, I'm in it. Yeah, so if chat goes down, somebody send me a message on Discord or Facebook or something like that, and... Right. Doing research for 2 days. I've got that Codex brain coordinates. The Warlock's still alive. That's what I was doing. I was going to focus on taking these guys out because I can take out that chosen stronghold and I can take that chosen stronghold. I just want to grab these things first. And do some research.
Just like the one we found the commander in.
On the surface, yes. But in function... Ah, Commander. Excellent. We can begin. It is no secret that Advent soldiers possess both human and alien genetic characteristics. Preliminary analysis led me to believe that this was the result of direct modifications made to a pre-existing human host. Prisoners, or perhaps even unwitting volunteers.
See your local Advent recruiter today.
However, the reality is something else entirely. The Advent troopers at the facility we discovered, including the specimen before you, were manufactured. Each soldier possesses a unique genetic code. Predominantly human, of course, but with some fragments left open.
Left open for what?
Whatever alien DNA Advent wishes to insert. Sectoid, mutant, even the species our soldiers refer to as berserker. In all cases, human genetic material serves as a bonding agent, holding the strands together.
Human material? You mean the stuff we found at the Black Site facility?
Precisely. The key component in their soldier manufacturing process.
So we've been fighting ourselves this entire time.
In a way, but I believe there's more to it than that. The human DNA in this specimen bears one key difference from the entirety of the sequences decoded in the Shadow Chamber. Psionic sensitivity. Given the sheer volume of strands involved, this cannot be accidental.
Screening process at the clinics. Avatar.
The potential power of a being created with this template is significant, central. Had we not intercepted it before the process was completed...
I know, Doctor. Continue your research. Let us know if you find anything else.
So aliens did terrible things, and now we're paying for it. Xcom 2 in a nutshell. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Having already suspected that the material being produced at the first Advent Black Site was tied directly to the aliens' operations at the Forge facility, it isn't entirely surprising to me that we've now discovered the apparent product of these efforts. Presented in some form of stasis or containment unit suit similar to the appearance to that which in English, I can do this. Alright. Presented in some form of stasis or containment suit similar in appearance to that in which we found the commander, the subject is vaguely humanoid in form. The physical similarities aren't as readily apparent beyond first impressions, as the specimen appears to be in an incomplete state, which I initially theorized could be the result of an elaborate cloning operation. Unfortunately, having completed the extensive analysis of the subject's DNA and genetic structure, I believe clones would have been the lesser concern. What we've actually recovered is the foundation, the structure upon which a new life form could be built, assuming we hadn't disrupted the process. Knowing what we do about the aliens' activities at the Black Site, it is my unfortunate conclusion that the human captives, be they prisoner or abductees, were processed and consumed as part of the development of this specimen. Notably, the human genetic material involved in the process comes from the more psionically sensitive members of the human population. No doubt an intentional culling carefully executed by Advent's forces. Regardless, one question remains. What is the missing component? What is intended to fill the genetic void that would have brought this creature to life? Can you flub in around 1 minute chunks for science? No, I can't flub in 1 minute chunks. I know what you're trying to do. You're going to clip that anyway. It's just broken up, so it's more difficult to clip. No. Oh, yeah. Yes, leave anyway, because I want to see what do we have here. Encrypted codex data. Let's do that. Yes, all research would be suspended if I was doing any, but I'm not, because I wanted to do that. Ken the Nameless and Retro Ted, they're still alive, they're gonna get bonded.
Sometimes it's easy to avoid seeing the bigger picture.
Let the bondage begin.
I still ask myself whether it was willful ignorance
right.
or unbridled curiosity that...
I really wasn't paying attention to what he was whittering about. So we got 2 days to do this.
I could use a favor if you've got the manpower to spare. We're all in this together, right?
Right. Lost Brutes. Resistance Operation Horde Advent have retreated from this area, leaving only large amounts of lost. Rescue stranded resistance agents. Dr. Jordan Henry, engineer. Colonel Tara McLaughlin, grenadier, and 70 intel. I would love to do this mission for you. Giggity. But it's longer than a minute.
Commander, you should be aware. We're detecting lost activity in this area. Our forces will need to be especially vigilant.
Right, Stationary J bonded. Wait, why is... Oh no, that's who you're bonded with. I'm saw like Yi Hightower, and it's like, oh, Colonel Silker Watertrabi? But no, you're bonded with Yi. Right, okay, so we're gonna bench you. You're not bonded, and you're not bonded. I got a sharpshooter, Templar, Reaper, and a specialist, so I would like a ranger. Preferably a ranger. Corporal Salt Pyre. That might sound weird, but I am trying to think of new and different ways of saying their name. Right. Why does everybody have these funky grenades? Oh, I've got infinite number of plasma grenades now. Hey, my grenades have been upgraded. Alright, so... Make utility items available. Yes. Make weapons available. Yes. Make armor available. Ooh, that's something. Everybody should be now in the fancy schmancy armor. So yeah, we upgraded from the... We finally got around to doing some... something genetic, something horrible choices, something choir boys, something watch lists suck. What have I told you about getting put on government watch lists? I mean, there's a reasonably good chance that every D&D player is on the government watch lists. What did you... Oh, shut up, stupid phone. But yeah, I finally researched some new armor, so everybody's now in fancy schmancy armor.
Our stealthiest suit, the Wraith, provides a range of movement that technically violates the laws of physics. There's also a grappling hook for good measure.
Ah yes, nothing like breaking laws of physics and getting away with it. Is that all the weapons? Because I don't believe that's the best sniper Gauss weapon we've got. Unless somebody else has it. Does the other sharpshooter have it? Do I have another sharpshooter? I do have another sharpshooter, and they've got it. Okay. Right, so one of the things is... So... Basically, that didn't give any health bonus, and this now gives a 6 health bonus and 1 armor. So that's actually a pretty good boon. Still gonna give you the Hellweave, though. Do we have... Oh, we got Venom rounds? I'll take some Venom rounds. I like giving the sharpshooters the specialized rounds just because we can. I could have done with... See, can I build item? I can't build it from here. See, this is another reason Dan, we're back. Who's back? You left? Making more skin suits. Well, I could make more skin suits, but I'm not going to. I'm just trying to figure out which armor to put this sniper in. Do I put them in the power armor, which doesn't have any tactical bonuses, or do I leave them in with the spider armor, which gives them a bit of health, gives them dodge and mobility, but no armor? Yeah, we'll do that. Still got the dragon rounds. Who are you? You're the ranger. Make armor available. Thank you very much. Rage suit. And fancy oh no, you can have the Asari and the katana. What's this? Oh, that's in the right. Have the shred storm cannon and take some hell leave. Move from downstairs to upstairs via cleaning kitchen. Doesn't have any tactical advantage. What will be the point? So when I say it doesn't have any tactical advantage, it doesn't give any tactical abilities. The powered armor starts off at a base 6 health, whereas the spider suit gives 4 health and gives a grapple. Now, what we've got Stationary J in is the Wraith suit, which has 6 health, mobility, dodge, and a grapple, and the Wraith, which allows the unit to pass directly through obstacles for 2 turns. So, that's a lot better than the spider suit. The powered armor is better in health, but doesn't give the tactical abilities. Hey, Xena Games. You don't like changing armor, do you? Oh, at least you're in powered Reaper armor. Okay, that's nice. Have this fancy rifle. And you will get the war suit.
As we can make it, with plenty of power for handling heavy weapons.
Would usually reserve that for a heavy grenadier, but seeing as though I don't have the grenadier coming in this time, we're just going to give it to the specialist. It's got the same 6 health. It's got 2 armor, and they've got the shield wall and heavy weapon on there. Shield wall ability. Provide high cover to first squad mates wherever you stand. Moving or attacking will cancel the effect. The war suit grants a shield wall ability, allowing the wearer to temporarily act as high cover for squad mates. Okay. Sounds like a terrible idea. It's like, I'm going to stand in front of you guys. Yeah, boosted health versus mobility and abilities of the grappling hook. Which you can get in the Wraith suit. I just don't have enough Wraith suits. It's one of them where it's like, I'm probably going to end up trying to build at least 3 of each suit. Preferably I want 6 of each suit, but I have no idea how ridiculously expensive that's going to be.
A resistance scouting expedition led by one of their top people have found themselves stranded in the middle of an area known to be infested with the Lost. They're holding their own for now, but it sounds like things are getting ugly down there. The resistance is asking that we do everything we can to extract their people. Resistance expedition is trapped not far from your position, and the VIP is using a remote turret to hold off the loss. We only have one clear access point to the area, so get to the target's location and escort them back to the entry point for extraction. The whole place is overrun with Lost. Don't bother trying to outgun them. After you secure the expedition, you'll have to return to our original entry point for extraction. Don't get overrun. Keep the path back to Firebrand clear.
I could have sworn I saw them all. Oh, no. Right, how does one use a claymore? Right, I think we first of all move a little bit further up.
I go where I'm needed. You cannot run.
Alright, Padre. You don't really want to enter Showtime just yet. So... What? You got seen from there? Oh, shit. Well, so much for tactics, folks. Yes, so much more health on these guys. Alright, I would like you to go. Would like you to murder that guy, but you can't see that guy. Alright, fine, go murder that guy. And you're just gonna parry the next attack made against you, joining the enemy's turn, preventing all damage. Parry, this is... Stationary J, it is time for you to earn your pay.
Kill confirmed. Target neutralized. Target disabled.
You don't have free reloads, do you? Nope, you don't. So... Right, okay. Can we get you somewhere useful? I want you up on the roof. I'm not allowed to go that high, apparently. Oh.
Going up.
See, this is one of the reasons why I like it, because that doesn't actually cost an action either, so it's great for the snipers. Because the sniper rifles usually take both actions. And if you've moved, then you can't take the shot. But because the grapple doesn't actually take an action, you can move, then take the sniper shot. God damn it. Next sniper. Mate with the bangs. There's no more enemies over here. Is there any way that I can get you to grapple up over that side? No, but I can get you to grapple there. There. And because you've not had to spend a turn reloading, I could shoot somebody from here, but I'm not allowed. Alright. Can you move to a position where you can see that person? Thank you. Now can you move and stab them? Because that's always hilarious. Not entirely sure what they're trying to put that back into. You know, you'd expect some kind of hilt or something. Surprise! Alright, I think... Oh, there's just that one over there that we didn't manage to kill. But with a touch of luck, they'll step outside and then the sniper will shoot them. Yes, run! Sniper, make with a bang? Nope, you can't make with a bang. God dang it. Run all the way over here and just stab somebody. Hiya! Right. I'm gonna get you to run over there. Because I would like these people to wake up sooner rather than later. Oh, you can't actually take any more focus. Well, just hunker down then. Go into Overwatch, everybody. Right. Run over to that person.
The VIP is secure, Commander. If we can spare the manpower, we should try to bring the escort in as well. Without the VIP manning the turret controls, there's nothing keeping the Lost from overrunning this area. They're already closing in.
There's plenty of things stopping things from happening. It's called a sniper. Boom.
Está muerto. Tiene que estarlo.
See, this is where the leveling up really shows and comes in. Do you get a free reload? You did not get free reloads. Alright. I'm not sure if this is a clean shot. Oh, nicely done.
Hostiles pacified. Come get some.
Right, I would like you to be up there.
On the move.
I would like you to pick up that guy. And time to run away.
My life is in your hands.
Right, move up to there. Go into Overwatch. Right, I want you to run this way. And try not to worry too much about the aliens. Or the zombies. Or the zombie aliens. It's not actually a decent place I can put you because you don't react. Reactionary shot. Boom! I have two snipers. Oh no, the sniper, other sniper ran out of... Yes, Central, I'm working on it.
Hostile neutralized. Ready to go.
Wow.
Vamos, céntrate.
Overwatch.
How far can you move? You can move pretty far.
There soon. There is nowhere to hide.
Yeah, don't worry about hiding. They're lost. They don't do very well at that kind of thing. Alright. You kill that guy.
Enemigos
And then kill that guy.
Me quedo sin munición en el arma. Uno menos.
And then reload.
Sin cargas.
Do you get a free reload? You get a free reload!
Abatido.
Alright.
Todo cubierto.
I shouldn't really bring melee people into this battle. When fighting the Lost, don't take melee people. They're not great. It's one kind in a tree there. Also, who is the guy in the suit and tie? This guy in the suit and tie is a engineer that we're here to rescue. Don't ask me why they're here, stranded in the middle of nowhere. That wasn't really explained all that much.
You can never escape my sight.
Alright, Stationary J, get to work. Boom. God dang it, Stationary J. You're supposed to kill shot them, not mess around with them. Right, I want you to run down there. Because you're the VIP and all I want you to do is get out. There's a whole DLC behind that guy's story and how he ended up in this situation. I mean, there is potentially a DLC for that kind of thing, but I don't have it. I think to a certain degree that was actually, you know, it really did in the first XCOM game, there was one of the DLCs that pretty much was that, you know, you got a VIP and you wanted to sort of like try and keep them alive. Right, you are also moving to the extraction zone.
Watch my back. I've had my fill.
Alright, you get out of there.
Cover the VIP's escort. We'll get her patched up and ready to redeploy into the field.
I want you to pistol overwatch. Shoot that guy. There we go.
Enemigo abatido. Se me está acabando la munición.
More people coming. More people just getting shot. Which one's Guardian? Does that mean you get another reaction? There's a lot of these things today. Well, the way that them loot expires, it's like, feel bad about not looting this thing, and it's like, it's some focus for the Templar. He's full already.
Target neutralized.
Let's ignore the fact that Stationary J just took up to take the shot and stepped off into the abyss.
Let's do this. I'm on it.
Redado, ¿no?
He's still stationary. He can appear to be standing anywhere. Right. Can I zipline you guys down? No, I can't. So you guys are going to have to run when you get there. Right, okay. You need to move towards the extraction zone. You need to move into the extraction zone. And actually evac. You need to run back here. You need to go into the extraction zone. And evac.
Firebrand is a VIP safely on board the Sky Ranger.
Supplies.
Está muerto. Tiene que estarlo.
Really?
Adjusting aim. Menace 1-5.
I used to think you were good at this stationary J.
No matter what you do, you're never gonna make a dent in the Lost. There's just too many coming in. Hostile neutralized.
Yeah, we're not trying to make a dent in the Lost. We're trying to increase the kill count. Because it's fun.
Kill confirmed.
Right, you're out of targets. Get to the extraction.
On the move.
Shoot, you need to reload. That's not fun.
Recibido.
Right.
Evac confirmed. Bien, me muevo al objetivo.
Everybody get out now.
Me largo. Rolling.
Time to go bye-bye.
All Xcom operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning.
He's stationary. It's a world that
We
isn't.
successfully rescued the expedition, Commander. The Resistance will be happy to hear it.
Join the fight. Let kill them all. Let the elders sort them
After
out.
the war's over, maybe you can start your modeling career.
Who is he talking to? Because I'm not the one modeling.
We must never
Unless he's talking about the little figurines that you can model.
our hearts with fear.
I mean, I don't think that counts either. It's like standing in this pose is quite a lot different from how to get this model to stand in that pose.
Have set forth for us.
Photographer made sure to get the traffic cone in shot. I mean, it is so very British that.
I'm always pleased when the troops return without any reported casualties. Can't hope for a better outcome.
Oh, Stationary J, you are now rank of Major. You can either take steady hands or aim. Hunker down now confers a plus 20 aim on the first shot of the following turn, or steady hands. If you did not move last turn, gain plus 10 aim and plus 10 critical chance. Now I'm gonna go with the steady hands because Stationary J is all about the not moving, and that just fits. Oh, but it's like Padre and Major Lopez Jolt are tired. We got Jordan Henry, a VIP.
Efficiently executed and no casualties. You could lead the Reapers any day, Commander. Well done.
It's made for him. It's a major improvement. Yeah, there's only one place for an engineer to go, and that's here. Now I'm just generating power for the laugh. Though I am kind of curious. How much is this? 225 supplies. Cheap enough. 15 Illyrium crystals. I've got 18. And 5 power. Let's do that.
Upgraded.
Oh, we just need to add 2 people to it. Okay. We don't actually need another engineer. Alright, Brittany Shears, back into the training module you go. New combat tactics. Oh, grenadiers can buy bigger booms. Sure, we'll have bigger booms. Now all I need to do is get a skirmisher up to the rank of captain. What are you glowing for? Oh. Oh wow, we got a grenadier basically of the highest rank that I've seen so far. Alright, let's take the shredding. Let's take the demolition. Let's take hollow targeting. Let's take some chain shot, and let's take a salvo. Launching, throwing grenades, or using heavy weapons with your first action will not end your turn. Hail of bullets. Unleash a hail of bullets that is guaranteed to hit your target, but uses a lot of ammo. I mean, the guaranteed hit sounds like a plan. Oh, the highest rank. Saturated fire. Fire a cone-shaped barrage of bullets at every enemy in the area. In addition, the cover of those enemies can be damaged or destroyed. It uses a lot of ammo. Or rupture. A rupture shot deals critical damage and ensures that the target takes an additional 3 damage from all attacks in the future. I mean, that just sounds like fun. So Jaws is also at the highest rank. Fair enough. Right. To the bridge. Did we get a Sarah Connor in the end? May have been and died. I don't know. Not now. I want this Illyrium cache, or I'm gonna murder somebody. And I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna be the aliens.
Strategic resource.
There we go. Many large caves found in this region long contributed to rumors that the original Xcom headquarters was once found here. While exploring the area, we did find the weathered remains of both human and alien aircraft abandoned since the invasion. After a few hours underground, our team successfully returned with a number of alien materials found hidden in the caves. Okay, right. Did we have a memorial? There we go. That's the one that I'm after. I don't think we did. I think I might have forgotten to recreate them.
Are you eager to get back at the aliens for all the horrible things they've done to our planet? Well, have I got news for you. All you have to do is visit your local city center and
Chuck's a Clown, William Hudson, Zobin Just Zobin, Angela Ziegler, Leif Larson, Harold Pottsworth, Cassita Felicia Felincia, Loyu Namtimo, and Debbie Debris, and Mailing Zoo. No, we didn't remake Sarah Connor.
I doubt they thought anyone could get this heap airborne
So,
again.
I'm more than happy to prove him wrong.
no, I don't need to recruit anybody. I need to view the soldiers. Because they were a ranger. Oh no, Sarah Connor is there. There we go. Yeah, there is one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went through the list fairly extensively. She's just not really been active. I think Jane Mitchell, Toby Shaw, Valentina Romano, Min Ho Chang, and Chiduben Lafuli are the only ones who need naming. Oh, and Tara McLaughlin, or Big Nasty as referred to as by her friends. Right, so we are going to do this.
Avenger plotting new course.
Oh yeah, I was going to get more unpronounceable names. I don't know why you're thinking to get more unpronounceable names. I didn't pay attention. Right. So this stronghold is a stronghold of Leaf My Mordana, the Hunter. Ah, here we go. And you take increased damage from skirmishers. You also take increased damage from explosions. You're immune to melee damage. And you... Right, okay. So, don't take in... Well, I could take in a ranger, but it might not be the best. And... Ashley Binlid Graham. Any French soldiers available? Right, okay, so, right. Remember, skirmishes, explosions, no melee. And view soldiers. We were just gonna rename this one Ashley Binley Graham. Yeah. I'm not hearing any objections, so. I mean, I'm guessing there's a joke somewhere, and French soldiers. Are you French? No, that's Russian. I don't know what the French flag looks like. I don't have anybody French. I might be able to recruit somebody who's French. You're French? Hey, we got a French guy. Will a French guy do? All Russian people, I'm sorry he doesn't know your flag. Same as that, but upright. I mean, so when it's white, blue, and red, top to bottom, it's Russia. When it's blue, white, red from left to right, it's France. When it's red, white, blue from top to bottom, it's the Netherlands. Yeah. So I don't even think it is upright because it's blue, white, red, which is the wrong ordering if you just was to flip it upright. And so is that one. I mean, that the Netherlands could get flipped, rotated, if you went clockwise to French. Anyway, there are French people. Do you want male or female, or do you want to give a name or what? Close enough for assassinations and government work. When you talk about it and putting us, Annul le cake. Alright. Did you say male or female? I have a feeling this battery is slowly dying. Oh god, that's dark. No, I can't read that. Can I read that? I'm pretty sure I can read that, yeah. Fair enough. We go with the first French guy. This guy. Because look at that mustache. Soldiers. You. And now, annul. No, I can't. I can pronounce it. Annul. Keg. You don't get a nickname yet. Also French. Oh, God. Am I going to be spending all my money on new recruits that are probably never going to see the light of day? Male or female? Station. J station. Nearly called you by your character's in-game name. Because I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no, we might be able to look. Oh no, we do have another French guy. So we've got Jax Laurent, Isabelle Roux, and Audrey Leroy. That guy looks spot on. Right, hide the other French guy. A few soldiers. All the way to the bottom. Customize. First name is Bonjour Bibliothèque. Bibliothèque. You'll have to remind me of was this Jax? I'm pretty sure this was Jax. And did I spell that bibliotech? Yeah. It just capitalized it so it looks weird. You're going to have to remind me of nicknames once they actually rank up. Because I can't give them. Bibliothèque. Why are we putting an on the end? There's an extra L in the second. Wait, what? Bibliothèque. Customize. Character. Last name. B-I. Wait.
If you want to know the truth about the Templars, I suspect they all might be completely mad. Yes, we've all seen their power. But I don't think I've ever met one I'd call rational.
Leo.
Again, many people would question the ways of the Reaper as well.
What? Oh, some activity. Hey, Frost and Fury, thank you for the follow. My chat is currently making me buy. Why renaming the fodders? Because I can. Because chat likes renaming them to names that I can't pronounce. Because my pronunciation is terrible. And because it makes me get emotionally attached to some of them occasionally. I mean, not excessively, but chat seem to get attached to them. Right, so don't want to be taking in any melee people for this. But I do want to take in a skirmisher. You're tired, don't want to be taking you. Don't want to be taking in. So sharpshooter, sharpshooter, grenadier. I'd like another grenadier. Well, I want a specialist. And do I want a grenadier or a specialist? See, the grenadiers are useful. Oh, I could take in a psyop. Actually. You've got it now. I think there was an extra L after the B, but you've got it. And what's with I better dash, have a fun stream. Alright, J Station, I'll chat to you later. Don't blame us, you made the offer. I mean, I made the offer. Yeah, I've only got the one skirmisher, so I'm taking them. Make sure it dies in the field so that your main unit can survive. I mean, I'm not playing this on the higher difficulty, and I've kind of gotten to the point in the game where most people get out alive. It's just one of them where it's like, I did start off by trying to play this on the hard normal difficulty, but I apparently suck at these kind of video games. Make utility items available. You are going to take in some hell leave. You're going to stay like that. You're going to stay like that. You are going to... Nope, wrong button. Load out, load out, load out. There we go. Give me the armors. Give me the weapons. Give me the utility items. There we go. We got the war suit. We got the man cannon with upgrades. We got the advanced grenadier launcher. We're going to take in the shredder cannon. We're going to take in the frost bomb and the plasma grenade. And can we check the weapon upgrades? That's the best that we got. PCS. Let's have some superior conditioning. Alright, PSYOP. Brittany Shears is gonna go with the Walden armor, fancy plasma rifle, advanced psionics, stasis vest, and a plasma grenade. Doc, you are going to get the medkit. You're going to get nanoscale and a fancy plasma weapon. I think that just about covers it. Can't think of anything else that I can do to improve my chances. Everybody's got fancy armor on, everybody's got fancy weapons, everybody's got fancy equipment. Yeah, sooner or later you're going to use this fodder to make your main unit survive. I mean, hopefully everybody survives. I doubt it. People die, but we'll see how it goes. The thing is, I think I've reached sort of like a tipping point in the game, where it's like everybody has a lot more survivability now, so I feel that for the most part, unless it starts to really ramp up the difficulty again at some point, I don't see there being too many more deaths.
Okay, people, stay alert and remember while you're here.
Is that a door? I don't think that's a door. Is there a door in that wall? There isn't a door in that wall.
Further ahead in the facility. There is no doubt in my mind.
Is that? No, that's not a door. It's the edge of the map. Okay.
I was hoping you might take a little longer to find this place. Things were just starting to get interesting between us. Now, you're already dead.
You move up to there. You move up to there.
I go quickly.
Yeah, you can move up to there. And we got 2 snipers, so go there and go there.
Heading there now. Poniéndome en guardia. Scanning.
Please don't open the doors on us. Open the doors on us.
If I've left some surprises for you along the way. The answer is yes. Think of it as a warm-up before the main event. Well, we weren't expecting to sneak in here today. Let's take these things out.
Right, snipers go first. That always hits. And then we shoot him for good measure. Ooh. No, you can't grappling hook into the room. Move up to there. Fire pistol does not cost an action. Poisoned. Now shoot him again, because it's funny. Probably should have shot somebody else, because that guy was poisoned. Oh well. You're the medic. I don't really want you rushing in the room. Oh yeah, this was hilariously powerful. But there's nobody really lined up.
I guess that'll be okay. The voices are real.
Yes, the voices are real. It's your voice. Oh, they're resisted.
Moving there.
Now shoot them.
Their service my reach grows.
Bum.
On the move.
46. What's the rupture? No. Hail of bullets. Could do. Chain shot. No. There we go. Demolition. Even if you don't hit, you get rid of that bleeding cover. Oh, why can't you see the bleeding target from there?
Moving to position.
Might be Rocky, I think. Love Hunter's dialogue very sarcastic. Guy out of the 3, he was the one that didn't bother me too much when playing through. Oh god damn it! I hate them in the psionic bombs.
I'd like to say you're walking into some sort of elaborate trap, but then I never thought anyone would ever walk into this place voluntarily.
Get out of the blast zone.
A great distance.
On it.
But yeah, I tried playing it on not rookie mode, and then promptly finished the campaign without a lot of failed the campaign. Because I just have the feeling that I could probably do with a little bit of save scumming on this if I'm going to survive. Mainly because I'm not very good at this kind of thing. I need you to reload. I need you to reload, and I need you to reload.
Good to go.
Alright. Go up to there. To there. Just want you to wait for the moment. It's a terrible place for a sniper, but it'll do. Sniper move up. Which the aliens come in through the other door. Supposed to be following the rules? This room looks clear.
Moving to position.
Right, okay, let's move through. Let's topple panel.
Good to go. Affirmative. Copy that.
Whoop.
A long run.
Do they have very low HP considering this is a stronghold mission? I didn't realize that this was low HP.
Ready to engage.
It's a lot better off than when I started.
What's making that noise?
But yeah, it's probably just because of the difficulty that I am able to get away with doing these things.
I just like to kill things. Vale, voy. Explorando.
You wait. You wait. Should have reloaded with you. Wait. Wait. Move up. Wait. And
Picking up movement.
as long as they don't open the door. Well, if they open the door, shoot them. If they don't open the door, don't worry about it.
Let's not forget the sweet deal they cut us. I take you out, and this world is mine. Think of all the fun we'll have.
Strange definition of fun you have. So Frost and Fury, I take it you're an experienced player of XCOM 2?
Afirmativo.
I think most of us in the chat have. Most of the remaining people in the chat have. Oh. Bother. Right, well, I need you to shoot that thing. Make it explode. Oh, this is a terrible angle.
What's over there?
It's only good for so long. What?
I got it, right?
Yes, you got it. Congratulations.
Far.
It's a bad place for a sharpshooter to be. Duck. You did not duck. Nobody tell Stationary J that I nearly got them killed. Another. Yeah, not as much as you're expecting, but yeah, I face the nightmares, if that's what you're asking. I mean, I'm just asking to a certain degree, you know, so like...
You weren't going to win this war anyway.
How much have you played?
Watching the elders tear this world apart.
Everybody is in terrible positions. It's actually pretty good. Let's get 3 of them, all in a nice little line. Completed legendary without mods. Wow. It's a genuine wow, because it's I struggled on the normal difficulty. Oh wait, I can't. Oh no, I can change it from here. So yeah, I struggled on veteran. So I dropped the difficulty down to rookie to get a more of a feel for the game than anything else, and complete it without having to save scum every mission. I dread to think what it's like on legendary. And yeah, I don't generally buy into mods myself. It's not that I've got anything against them, I don't have the time, energy to bother researching which ones are balanced, which ones are not just going to make an entire mockery of the game to a certain extent. How did you miss the big thing at that range? Right, I need you to move around this corner. And then I want you to shoot everybody. I want you to run away.
Moving on target location.
And then shoot that guy. Once in the face.
Hard target, minimal damage.
And then shoot him twice in the face. Really need to peel off some of that armor. I want you to heal. Checkmate. Move up a little bit. No! Leave me alone. Miss, miss, miss. Yeah, you missed. Shit. Is that Brannigan KIA? He probably won't be missed.
The fire grows.
Oh, but I get it. You will do what is needed. You will never give up the fight. For you are Xcom. And you are going to die.
What do you mean you cannot grapple to the top of that ship? Right. First of all, let's have the medic re-heal checkmate. Because I want you to kill this guy. And I think that means everything gets everywhere. Oh, yeah, it's still gonna move around like that, isn't it?
Hostile terminated.
You're just a fraction too slow.
That position. Attacking on sight.
Right, I want you to back up.
That's affirmative.
'Cause that's a terrible place to be. That didn't quite explode with enough firepower that I was hoping for. I think that did it.
Before you get too close.
I often wonder, Commander, if you told them what you saw in the Elder's Chamber, the truth of what's to come. No, you couldn't have. They'd be home screaming now if you did.
Surprise.
They live no more. Victory brings resolve.
Okay.
I will go. Ammunition.
Is this the elevator? This is not the elevator. Or is it the elevator? I don't know what the elevator looks like in here. Level wave editor. Move the soldiers to the gate's platform. Is that this room? I mean, it's a room.
I'm all over it.
On the move. Already there.
It's times like these I regret losing my humanity.
Oh yeah, I mean, trust me, soldiers die a lot. You'll even get team wipes sometimes. Yeah, I've had that on so many occasions. I think I've even had a team wipe on this difficulty where I just made some really daft mistakes on missions.
Already there.
And as a consequence for that, is this where I'm supposed to be?
Energy signature.
No, that's where I'm supposed to be. Okay, there we go.
Transport device of some kind. Understood. Looks like we found our
Ah.
way out of here.
But yeah, sometimes, you know, it's one of them. This is why I say the save scumming is a little bit of a requirement. I mean, you could try it on Iron Man mode if you're pretty good at the whole tactic side of things. I'm not very strong on the tactic side of things. You can probably tell that I'm keep making mistakes like that, where nobody's in position to shoot those guys as they move around, or now do anything about them. I really need you to be able to move faster, because just everywhere you go is not quite far enough. Go over to that side. But yeah, you'll get it where you go into a mission and you'll take 5 steps forward and, you know, just everything will open up on you. Explosions going off, the works, and it's just luck of a draw.
Taking fire over here.
You don't get that as often in rookie mode as you appreciate, which is kind of why I've reduced the difficulty down so that it was more, I feel, watchable. Rather than just seeing me reload a lot. They really like trying to kill this guy.
If you win today, planning to hop over to the Elder's ancient crypt, strike down the very gods, save humanity, and rebuild the world. Not on my watch.
Right, I want you to shoot that guy and kill him. Thank you.
Target disabled.
Ah. Nope. Just gonna demolish that wall. Surprise! You're now out in the open. What do you mean you cannot see that other guy?
Target neutralized. Weapons burning ammo fast.
I want you to move there. Advanced hair trigger, PCS superior agility, and a repeater.
Where to?
I have the standing order. Can't remember what it's called. The standing order is where you can improve things. I've got the one that makes them slightly better. Move to there. And shoot that guy. Hey!
Just as they need ammunition. You are planning on actually fighting me today, aren't you? If not, could you please do me the courtesy and die already? The suspense is killing me.
I mean, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get to you.
Will do. I run.
I really need you to reload before we go downstairs. I think I'm actually probably going to take a turn. I don't think it automatically triggers. Right. I would like you. I've only got 2 of these left, but you're a little bit messed up and I don't like it. Right. You need to reload. You need to reload.
Ready to engage.
You need to reload. You need to reload. And you can do with reloading. You're out of turns? Oh no, you can move up to there.
On the move.
You're already in there. You're already in there.
On your order.
You can move up. And you can't move up because everybody's stood in your way. Great stuff. Okay, you move up.
Over there.
And then you move up.
Headed there now.
Right, and then we activate the date. Warning, only units on the Ascension Gate will proceed through. Units left behind will return to the Avenger.
Well done, Menace 1-5. See you on the other side.
So I think I know how this is going to go. I've taken out one of the Chosen. I took out the Ranger, basically. You've basically got to kill them, destroy the tower. That is really loud.
We're in the belly of the beast now, people. Proceed carefully.
No, I was going to proceed recklessly.
Some kind of stasis chamber for the Chosen? No wonder they keep coming back at us despite everything we throw
If
at
you
them.
know it, Central.
Finally, the real fight begins. See you soon.
Changing position.
Some altitude. Do we see anything?
To that position. Advent comes. Well, that's it.
Advent comes, Advent goes. I'd like you to kill the elite officer. Thank you.
Deny our crimes, just as they soon to be out of ammunition.
Gonna get.
On your order.
It's not gonna do me too many favors, but it gets you out of cover. Or it gets you into cover. I would like you to get some altitude. Whee!
Understood. Moving out.
You're not supposed to be here. You were never meant to figure out our little trick. Full of surprises, aren't you? Soon to be full of holes. All right. We've faced these things before and we can do it again. No matter what happens today, only one side is leaving this place alive. Finally.
Just a refresh, shell shock takes increased damage from explosions, takes increased damage from skirmishers, decreases will of any soldiers within sight, attacks decrease will of any soldiers within sight, can summon robotic allies, immune to melee damage, and regenerates lost health. I don't like how much they get to move. He basically got spawned in right where I could see him and potentially snipe him, and then it's like, aha, but I get to move.
Enemies down.
I think Advent's been letting some of the rejects slip through production lately. Location confirmed.
Don't suppose this got the range for this? No, it doesn't. Although it might have some degree of range. Let's move you up to there. Yeah, it's got the range to do this. Nobody else is in the danger zone? Nope.
You can't run from my power.
But you can hide behind a wall. It'll be useless, but you can do it. Supplies.
Things are about to get even more interesting out here.
I mean, when you say interesting.
I'm coming for you. This might sting a little.
The amount of actions this guy gets is bullshit.
Damn it, one of our soldiers is down. They're vulnerable to the Chosen's attacks in that state. Get them back on their feet ASAP.
I mean, I was just going to shoot the chosen guy. Because, you know, I have a really, really big gun. God dang it.
Enemy is still up.
Not that it matters.
You really could have done with not missing that.
That armor's tough.
Overwatch removed. Did the other one have Overwatch?
Their armor's saved.
He did have Overwatch.
Ammunition depleted.
Put yourself to an enemy and deliver a ripjack.
There is no forgiveness. Repositioning.
Make it count.
Their armor's
Alright, tickle him then. That was terrible.
Heading out.
Ba 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 ba.
Get it together.
This is taking way longer than I had hoped.
Well, if you just stop dancing around, maybe I could shoot you slightly easier. You're in a terrible place. Explosions? Really?
They might seem mindless, but they still hit pretty hard, right? I was hoping I'd at least get a laugh out of this. Comes in handy sometimes.
Right, who can see this guy? You can see this guy. Can you see? You can't see him from there. You can flank him from there.
Maybe a flesh wound.
I bet you can't do that again.
Reloading ammunition.
Could really do with the doc waking up.
Moving.
I'm still amazed anyone in the Resistance agreed to work with you skirmishers. Why would anyone trust a faction built on disloyalty?
Hostile terminated.
Fire the pistol, guaranteed hit.
Target disabled.
Please don't summon any more. Why grapple? What are you doing?
Toys of my own.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Oopsie Daisy is no longer stunned. Great stuff. I would like you to heal Mox. Can I? I would like you to go somewhere where you're not going to immediately get exploded
I guess that'll be okay.
when I do this.
Bombs away.
Suck on it.
Now where's the skill in that?
Nowhere, but this is funnier. we gotta wait for the game to catch up.
Doctor, the device appears to be some sort of psionic capacitor, transferring tremendous amounts of psionic energy directly to the Chosen.
I do wish
No wonder these things don't die.
that it would kind of remember what you've heard before.
I have little ammo remaining.
Yes, yes, don't worry about it. We need to take this thing down as soon as possible.
Moving to position.
I am a child of a god. Don't leave me unattended. Cover my flank.
What are you doing?
What's over there?
And over there is an alien that I want you to shoot and kill. Brr, 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 brr. It's not great. I would love to. One of the things in this game that you feel a lot like you could just do so much more if you could move one more square.
Enemy is still up.
I would like you to shoot that guy.
I will move.
Thank you.
Their casualties my fight will go on.
All right. Boom. And boom.
I'm hoping that's a good thing.
It's a terrible thing.
Process has been interrupted. Readings on the capacitor indicate it has become highly unstable.
Then let's
That he's
target that
regenerated.
Chosen with everything we've got.
There.
Wasn't supposed to happen. And just when I was starting to like you, you're the reason why this world can't have nice things.
Yes, yes, world can't have nice things and the reason, blah blah blah. Might seem like a bit of a redundant thing, but it does allow me to get a nice shot off before it flips over to... Oh no, still got an entire turn.
I'm on it.
Oh wait, it is my turn. Everybody just open fire on this guy. I thought I was the end of my turn. Not the start of a new turn.
It wasn't easy, but we managed to pull it off, Commander. If only
What's
we
this
could
wee
keep the
stuff? You've
lookout
done nothing
for
but talk at me this entire time. I don't like Central. I don't like a lot of the talking that goes on in this. It's just a lot of noise where it's like... Oh.
Have to admit, didn't see this one coming. So, this is what it feels like to be afraid. Not my style.
I mean, slightly humorous ending on that one. Join the resistance today! Not too bad. Lost a soldier, but, you know, Operation Sweaty Fist needed to be completed. I lost...
Advent officials announced an increase to this.
Can't remember who it was now. I'm terrible. Who died? That's a good question. We'll find out in just a moment. It was the other sniper. It wasn't Stationary J. It was Zap Brannigan. There we go. Zap Brannigan who died. I unfortunately left them in a awkward position.
Maybe we need
And
to start selling calendars.
they got a shot off that really, well, killed them. And so you get to rank up. Woo! 13, 13, and 13, which is 39. A powerful form of Overwatch, instead of firing automatically, perform any single action. Free ripjack attacks on enemies that enter or attack from melee range. And grant an extra action to a squad mate. I think I'll take that, and I'll take that. And Toopsy Doc Daisy is now a captain. So what do we got? Threat assessment. Any protocol grants a target a covering fire Overwatch shot, but the aid protocol cooldown is now 1 turn, or covering fire. Overwatch shots can now be triggered by enemy action, not just movement. I need to remember to use this aid protocol a lot more efficiently. So we got the Hunter's Darklance, and the rifle belonged to the Chosen Hunter. I've probably seen more deaths than we can possibly imagine. And the Hunter's Darklaw, although it would almost appear to mimic the design of traditional revolvers found on Earth, the technology involved here is anything but conventional. And then we got some other stuff. I don't think there was anything special in there, so... the prized weapons of the Chosen Hunter. This rifle was no doubt responsible for countless assassinations in the field. Through our research, we will see whether the credit truly goes to the weapon or the one who wields it. This was a task many thought impossible, Commander, but you and your forces have once again proven beyond resilient in defeating the Elders Chosen. Yay! We took another one. Prattle Mock's negative trait, fear of mechs. No. We don't have anybody that can... You gotta wait until they're healed before you can put them into the mental health part where we're getting rid of fears. Right. Are we gonna get a cutscene? Supply drop. Yeah, I probably should go pick up that supply drop. On my way to this Chosen Stronghold.
One of my siblings, you have done what countless others have failed to do. Take pride in your victory.
Because I'm running out of money.
Like it in the future.
I got plenty of intel. Let's go grab these supplies. Get some money in. Stop killing my named dudes. Stop killing the guys I named. Never. Why does it never... why does everything I name leave me? Karen is in command. Can't wait for them to become major oopsie daisy. How far are they off major, actually? I do not know how to read names. I get them. There they are.
I don't blame Shen for wanting to keep an eye on Taigen, but at this point, we need all the help we can get.
Customer, blah 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 blah. Soldier abilities. That was what I want. Just one more rank up, and then they become major oopsie daisy. Oh no, I need to do this from the other place, don't I? The other place, he says. No, that's not the one. Major combat tactics. No. Where do I do? Is it the infirmary? No. Is it here? There's training center. That'd be it. Trainability. Oh, Jesus Christ. Serial. A powerful chain shot ability. For every kill made with your shotgun, your actions will be refunded. See what Binled's got. Saturation, fire, and aim. Hunker down no cooldown if there's a 10 bonus. Covering fire overwatch shots can now be triggered on any action. Fires a cone-shaped barrage of bullets at every enemy in the area. I think I like that one. Bum ba bum. Untouchable. If you score a kill during your turn, the next attack against you during the enemy's turn will miss. I'll take that. That would have been useful. Don't really want to be spending Xcom points on this. On these. Although I could do, I suppose. It's one of them where it's I could possibly. See, I do like this Blade Master. Not too interested in that. This soldier doesn't trick Overwatch or reaction fire. That could be useful. Run and gun is always useful. Dead Eye. Take a shot with a small aim penalty for a significant damage boost. That's going to be useful. This serial is going to be useful. Rapid fire. Fire twice in a row at an enemy. Each shot suffers a negative 15. If you score one or more kills on your turn, you are granted a single bonus move. Every successful Overwatch shot, there is a 50% chance another shot will be taken. I'll take that. I'll take this. I'll take everything. Apart from the explosions. I don't really care for rangers causing explosions. There we go. Colonel Ken Jaws the Nameless is just OP now. Binlid, you will not take aim because you're never going to hunker down. Covering fire, yeah, great stuff. Salvo, launching, throwing as a first action won't end your turn. Kind of useful. You do use grenade, so you're taking volatile, and I've spent all the points. Woo! Oh, Ever Vigilant would have been another one. Would have been a nice one. Ah, well. We'll get more points eventually. Hopefully. To the bridge! I'm expecting a video at some point. Where the elders bring in the chosen and be like, I'm disappointed in you. Oh yeah, what did I do? Enemy units... Wait, what? Oh. New orders. That's what they called, orders. Not standing orders. Enemy units lose one action on their turn if discovered on the Xcom turn. Could be useful. New covert action. Right. Breakthrough research. Modular sniper rifles. Could be useful. Breakthrough research. Modular bullpups. I very rarely use those guys. Increased income, not too concerned. Scientist, not too concerned. Fabricate PCS, no. Engineer, I don't really think I need any more engineers. Former soldier bond, not too fussed about. Ability points could be useful if I really wanted that kind of thing. Increased combat intelligence. Ability points will match the new combat intelligence. Yeah. Gonna do this one. Bonjour, bibliothèque. Oh, we need a science. Christine Welsh and another soldier. Another Likig. Kaig. Kig? Kig, I think. Off you go, do the thing.
Don't worry, Commander.
Take the money. We've collected all the resources at this location. The Resistance should provide us with new resources in a few weeks. Like 12 days. Could just finish making contact with people. That's another thing that I could do with doing. Although I kind of, at some point, I'm feeling that it'll quiet down in a bit. Well, we got another hour. Codex brain. Chrysalids. Other thorough analysis and decryption of the codex brain will provide us with a set of provided us with a set of remote coordinates. Possibly this is subject's origin. We need to investigate the site and pursue any leads uncovered. Let's go.
Course for the East African sector.
How are we doing? Leakage. Pronounce the surname like leakage. Leakage? I mean, okay. Sounds weird. A Reaper, a Templar, a Ranger, a Specialist, a Reaper. Don't need 2 Reapers and a Sharpshooter. I want a Grenadier. Oh wait, no, you're tired. Ugh. No, make armor available, except make weapons available, except make utility items available. Yes, okay. You will get some Hellweave. You will get some... what do you get? You get Hellweave as well, but you also get the Rage Suit. Still creepy the way that they prefer to wear it. Ashari and the Katana. And put the Shredder Cannon in there. Boom. We look horrendous. Right. Duck, I think. Are you? You're good, aren't you? Warden armor. Yeah, Warden armor for you. What's a stasis vest? Yeah, take the stasis vest instead of the normal vest. Grenadier. Take a vest. Take a frost bomb. Take a plasma grenade. Take the bigger cannon. Take the war suit. Yeah, the war suit. Take the flamethrower. And I wanted the frost bomb. And you are the sniper, so you get that. You get the Wraith suit. See, at some point I need to go away and upgrade this Shadow. The Shadow Keeper is 2 to 3. As opposed to the Beam Pistol, which is 3 to 6. But I'm pretty sure you can upgrade the Shadow Keeper with abilities. Right, let's just make sure that you've got the fancy rifle that you do. I'm pretty sure the rest of you do, so let us be off and see what happens. I love the way that you think anything will help me remember how to pronounce anything. You know, If it was a way of remembering how to speak English, you would have thought that I would have learnt it by now. But everything's just pronounced randomly when it comes to my brain. Sorry. Realised. Ah, there we go. I get notifications on my phone whenever I spend money out of my account, and I spend so much money on random things that it's like, what did I spend money on now? It's one of the bills that have come out of my account. It was nothing interesting, but it's one of them where it's like, oh right, that's due, is it? Right. So what are we doing here again?
Target coordinates are just ahead.
Ah.
Move to investigate the site. Hostile presence is currently unknown, but expect the worst.
I'm pretty sure it literally told me that there was bad guys before we even got here. Where's that shadow? I would like you to go and hide behind that tree.
I understand.
Oh, good. I'm not talking gibberish.
An alien patrol. Good night.
Ubicación confirmada.
Padre, padre, padre.
A good decision.
I'm glad you agree with me. Because it could be awkward if you disagree with me, because you're still going to do what I tell you. Just you don't like it. So we got purifiers. Oh, we got chrysalids. This facility looks more overrun than it looks in use.
Moving on target location.
Surprise! Come on. God dang it.
We've been spotted.
Really? You think?
Time for hiding is over.
Yeah, shoot that guy first.
Hostile target down.
Now we've got that figured out.
I'm on it.
Shoot that guy.
Target neutralized.
And you're still in stealth, so I would like you to go up and shank that guy.
My strike surges forth.
Me dirijo allí.
I could have really done with you without you turning up. Easy to target from high ground, takes advanced damage from Templars. I got a Templar. Kinetic plating, missed shots against a chosen will generate shielding. Can summon advent stun lancers, immune to explosions, and defense increased after the first attack every turn.
I may strike you down.
Yes, strike me down. I shall only become stronger. Blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure I've heard that one before. Not sure where. Now I think about it. If you strike me down, I shall only become stronger. Oh, it's fucking Star Wars, isn't it?
Got it covered.
It's what Obi-Wan Kenobi says before he falls on Vader's saber. So I'm not a bad guy. Mad me. You're laughing at me just having a chat with myself or something. Would you not do that?
With each new wound, your troops grow weary of your failures.
Sure thing. Got it covered.
I'm just gonna run and gun. And I might not have needed to run and gun on this one. No more. Yes, you've spotted me. What are you gonna do? Run away? No. Right. Healer type personage. Heal the person with the crystal you. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain the masses. And if that's me trying to remember where something that I say comes from, then so be it.
Keep a watchful eye.
Spectral zombies? Oh no! Whatever shall we do?
There is nowhere to hide.
I mean, usually we just shoot them. What's interesting from this angle, I can see all the way down to the edge of the map. I don't like what I can see down there. Spectral rupture. That sounds pleasant.
I cannot hide for long. My power precedes me wherever I go.
Oh, you're the specialist, aren't you? I have a feeling that I should get away from you before shooting you.
On your order.
Just a random feeling that I get. Nope. Okay.
X-ray neutralized.
Pretty sure you might explode.
I will reposition.
Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Somebody shoot it. No? Okay. Just let it.
Use a quieter spot.
God damn it, I need to get you better weapons.
One of many.
Come on, Glaka. That's not what I meant. Right, I would like you to murder that thing.
Feel the power of the Templars.
Who's filled the power and failed to kill the thing. Now, run away. Because I don't like you all crowding around like that. Alright, might as well finish the job. Well, I can't post in the Discord clips and highlights. You should be able to post in clips and highlights. Post it somewhere where you do have permission to post it and I'll copy it across later. Wait, where the hell did you come from? I mean, supplies. I have a sword. Come at me, 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 come at me. No, you didn't come at me.
My cover will only hold so long. The Elder's judgment is merely upon you.
You are so far behind. The big Sauron eye in the back of all of us. Really, you can't shoot anybody from where you are? Alright. Boom. 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 And finally, miss. Oh no, he didn't miss. I honestly was expecting him to miss because...
The others may be gone, but you have yet to face your greatest challenger.
¿Está despejado?
Ah, we found out what this is. Oh, that's loud.
The codex used when it appeared. This thing could lead anywhere. It may not even be pointing at Earth.
As with most things, we'll likely need to bring it back to the ship for further examination.
This one is uniquely graceful compared to some of the other species we've seen. It also gives off very strong psionic readings.
Alright, well, this is terrible.
I strike for my people. I didn't make it through.
You weren't supposed to make it through. Good there.
When the time comes, Templar, the Elder's power will drain from you, just as your blood spills and your last breath escapes you.
On it!
We are not in happy time positions. You have a chance of not being able to get through their armor.
Didn't get through the armor.
Fight for the glory of the Elders.
Yes, yes, fight for the glory of the Elders. Miss. Oh no, die. That's why I was putting you up front. Because it's hilarious watching these things try and come and eat you. Because they don't learn.
Uno menos. Quedan miles.
Nope, you can't sneak around the other side either. Ta-da!
Mejor así.
Right, if you could just float and do nothing, that would be great.
This world is ours. They're well protected.
Yes, that is why you're going to run away again. You have shred, don't you? Yeah. That's better. Okay, we did a point of damage. I thought we shredded 2.
I need more ammo.
Right, I could do with you moving up.
Heading out.
Medic.
Go patch him up.
You're really trying to tell me that you don't have line of sight on that thing? From where you are, you do not have line of sight. Son of a bullshit. Right, I would like you to actually get me some altitude. So that maybe... No idea where this elder is. Chosen is. There we go. Chosen. That's what they're called.
Those without faith will perish.
Yep. Rip me then. Oh, that's not a happy fun time.
Try as they might, occasionally they do succeed. And rebirth.
You cannot run.
I don't think they're trying to run. I think they're trying to kill us. Yeah. Just putting that out there. Super happy fun time slide?
The loss of these subordinates is as meaningless to me as it is to you. My power will wash over the battlefield.
I have a terrible feeling that you're going to explode. But this might be hilarious if you did. Hey, you're immune to whatever the explosion was. Oh, son of a bee sting.
Their blood is spilled in vain, to the honor of no one.
Oh yeah, that one might blow up. Can you see it from there? Yeah, you can see it from there. Oh, you're not gonna die like that. You're gonna die like this. Please don't explode, please don't oh, it's... Did it no, that's not exploding. Okay, great stuff. Really big gun, lots of ammo, still needs reloading every now and again. Die, you stupid bug.
For every fallen child of the Elders, humanity will repay a tally in flesh.
I really need you to get up the front, so you're just going to charge and not worry too much about cover for now.
You would presume to seize the Elder's sacred artifacts for your own misguided study. You have already proven yourselves incapable of understanding their vision, and now you will die for your childish curiosity.
We've got our shot at the Chosen. Let's make sure it counts.
Oh yeah, he summons things. I forgot he did that.
Escape my sight. I will always find you.
Surrender yourself, Commander. Let no more perish in vain.
Nah. Alright.
Go heal him!
I thought we got bonus damage if we had the high ground. Or was that the other guy? Might have been the other guy.
Good to go.
First we shoot you. And then we shoot you.
Mejor así?
Then we're gonna stab you. That gets you exactly where I want you to be. Which hopefully...
Let us begin then.
Oh, need you to move up.
Moving to position.
Need you to move up.
Solid copy.
Need you to go stab that guy really hard. Like, really hard. No, that wasn't quite hard enough now, was it? Alright, I want you to parry.
This looks a little ugly.
These minions serve their purposes occasionally.
Blade Storm!
Yours do, Commander.
Thank you for being daft and not stabbing the guy right in front of you. I'm sorry, where do you think you're going? Blade Storm! Yes, yes, raise an army.
I have sight beyond vision.
Oh, he covers himself in some kind of shielding when he does that, doesn't he? Right, now it's time for the Lost. They're going to charge.
The time for hiding is over.
Blade Storm. Blade Storm. Yeah. Spectres are attacking each other.
The Elder's edict is clear. You will return to them, Commander.
Really could have done with you not having to reload right there. You're not useful, are you? Need to get them bigger guns. Let's take care of the lost.
That's how it's done. Deploying grapple.
Lightning hands.
Hard target, minimal damage.
Put a bullet in that guy.
Only the best.
Put a bullet in that guy.
That's right.
My power cannot be compared to these lower forms of life.
Let's do this.
Well. Oh, let's murder that thing. Oh, god dang it. Right, do the parry thing. Doc, move up.
On the move.
Shoot that guy because you got no other targets.
X-ray neutralized. Weapons burning ammo fast.
Advanced hair trigger, advanced repeater, great stuff.
I have the asset.
Move up.
Heading out.
First I shoot you, and then I shoot you, then I shoot you, then I wait for the coward to get from behind his shield. Oh, there was one more guy left. Ah.
They're targeting me! Die for your hollow resistance. It will make no difference.
Can we really not target this guy until... God dang it.
What did you expect?
They're gonna break his shield? Ah, broke his shield.
Will prevent nothing.
Not a problem.
Are you immune to melee? No.
Vaya cosa.
You have shamed me once again in the eyes of my masters. But I trust in their vision. If you were weak, I would never have been called here.
Status confirmed. All hostile contacts in the AO have been eliminated. The gateway is secure. Status confirmed. Commander, we've secured the psionic gateway, and recovery teams are en route to the site. Now it's up to Taigen and Shen to figure out what this thing does. We've proven the Chosen can be hurt. Now we just have to work on putting them down for good.
I mean, it's like they forget that we've actually taken out two of the Chosen. It's like, oh, we've proven they can't be hurt, now let's work out how to put them down for good. And it's like, we already know how to do that, we just haven't got around to doing it yet with this guy.
According to Advent officials, recent attacks by dissident elements operating outside of the city centers have done little to slow the progress of Advent's ongoing development or outreach programs. Voluntary citizen emigration...
Yes, blah blah blah, nobody believes you. Well, I don't anyway.
The Elders Chosen are incredibly resilient.
Hey, everybody apart from
Today, we still
you
have
got a
much to
promotion.
learn if we wish to destroy them permanently.
Why is it being weird on me? There we go. Banish. Fire add to target until you run out of ammo or it dies. Or soldier can carry additional claymore into a mission. I mean, banish. That sounds hilarious. Templar. Ren generates a wave of psionic energy in a directed attack. Damage increases with focus level. Oh, I can take Bladestone. That's nice. Got Bladestone for them as well now. Right, deep cover. If you did not attack this turn, automatically hunker down. If you score a kill during your turn, the next attack against you during the enemy turn will miss. I mean, one says don't kill. Doesn't sound like a very optimistic thing. Hey, Medcat, we got the major whoopsie. If you spend all your actions, I'm gonna go with the ever vigilant. And you will take a hollow targeting.
The distinctive alien artifact we recovered from the field resembles a portal or a gateway of some kind. Although we believe it provides the aliens with a means of long-distance travel, potentially beyond the confines of our world itself, it will take time before we could truly understand the gateway's function.
Our initial readings of this oddly spherical creature we encountered show it to be of immense psionic power, potentially rivaling that of the Elders themselves. It may be possible to reverse engineer its biomechanical components for use in our own equipment.
Based on what your team witnessed in the field, Commander, it is clear this psionic gateway provides the aliens with some means of far-off travel. It will be up to you to determine not only how it functions, but exactly where this gateway leads.
Can't we just do what the Americans do all the time and push a nuke through it first and see what happens? Install the recovered psionic gate in the shadow chamber, allowing a detailed study of the gate and where it might lead. That sounds like a terrible idea!
The alien psionic gateway we recovered, we will need to make the
blog, laptop froze, had to restart. Okay.
Commander.
Right. What am I doing? Nobody knows. Not even I. To the bridge. I've got 20 minutes. I don't really fancy doing.
Your team has done an excellent job.
Oh, recovered the Thygate artifact. Reduce the Avatar project. Yay!
I believe with further research, it may prove invaluable in uncovering.
What do we got? We got the black market. We got intel. Or do I work? I know I could probably do with the intel because I don't really need the money too much. I was thinking about expanding the comms grid. Side training, side duck. Now knows Void Rift. Generate an explosive field of psionic energy that immediately damages everything within. Organic enemies have a chance to suffer insanity. Continue training. Null lance, because that's always fun with everybody else. Brittany Shears has gone to Psi Fortress. The Psi operative is immune to fire, poison, acid, and explosive damage. And now they are going to take stasis. I'm actually kind of curious as to how these... They seem to be getting a lot of abilities, these people. Where's Brittany Shears? There we go. Soldier abilities. I don't know how this is working. What happens if I put them into the training? What do I see? Oh, I can't put them into the training thing. Ah. That makes a little bit of sense. I mean, they're not getting the training abilities because they are training the abilities, but they do it in the Scilab. The way it's like, these people aren't busy, get them to do something, and it's like, there's not really much I can get them to do that. Let's build a spark. I've not actually gotten a spark yet. Let's have a spark.
I'm glad to see our joint effort paid off like we hoped.
Yay! Efforts paid off. Annual leakage. And bonjour bibliothèque. I didn't want to click carry on that.
Commander, our ring facility is currently idle. If we have the soldiers to spare, we should deploy them on a covert action with the resistance.
We are gonna be sending them on covert actions. I just clicked the wrong button. Improved combat intelligence.
Covert is our specialty. Let's just hope you
what does it do? What does what do? You are a specialist. I needed more specialists. You're a sharpshooter. I didn't really need more sharpshooters, but then again, really didn't need either of you two people. It's just people insisted I buy French people. The spark thingy. The new room you're making. I'm not making any room. The spark is a mechanical soldier that you can have. Oh god. I'm probably going to actually be calling the stream a little bit earlier. Right, dark event. Black market gun is closed for 6 weeks. Not a concern if that happens. Major breakthrough adds 2 blocks of progress to the avatar project meter. Don't really want that to happen. And Advent alloy padding gives Advent units extra armor. That's not too bad because we can always shred them off. But yeah, one of the benefits of the mechanized units is you can take them in even if they're half busted up. You know, soldiers refuse to go out if they're injured. However, they can't use cover, but they have higher health than your average soldier and some degree of armor, I believe. So it very is much an alternative troop. Right, I'm gonna do this one. We're gonna set course, we're gonna land, and then I'm gonna call the stream here because I don't really want to be getting into combat with What is 15 minutes to go? So yeah, I'm pretty sure I can remember that. I am probably going to forget and we're probably going to miss out on that mission, but I'm pretty sure Central will go, yeah, you got a thing to do it. End of session 11. Yep, saved. Alright, let's go back to this. Let's go back to this. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, one of the benefits of the Sparks is you can take them out even when they're injured. But they're, compared to soldiers, they're really expensive, but that's kind of understandable with how much they're slightly more resilient, they're slightly more robust. You've got certain things that you can do with them, but because of all of these things, they're more expensive. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same token, I've not actually used one yet, so I don't, strictly speaking, know how well they fit in. In the first game, I'm pretty sure you actually needed to convert. Wasn't there sort of like some fluid that you could get hold of that allowed you to make your soldiers into mechs? Or am I thinking of something else? And they were more cybernetically enhanced than they were robotics. But yes. Anyway, I am going to be calling the stream here. So, it is Thursday. I am tired. It's been a long week. Yeah, you could give them implants if I recall. Yeah, and that's how they worked in XCOM. XCOM 2, they sort of like skipped over the whole cybernetics as far as I'm aware. But yeah, so tomorrow I will be back streaming about 9 PM GMT, where I will be delving into Resident Evil 4, I believe, this week. Usually accompanied by MyCat_UK and JStation64. However, my cat has a thing, so we'll not be around. So it'll just be me and JStation64, where we continue on with Resident Evil 4. You have a good night as well, Zen of Games. On Monday, I usually stream over at Manapot Studios. However, we are taking a couple of weeks to reflect on the Paizo accountability. You might want to just Google it. Basically, Paizo's people, higher-ups, aren't being nice to their staff, so the community is kind of standing in solidarity with the staff members, and trying to get some positive movement on that. So we're taking a couple of weeks off to reflect our position. We're probably going to come back after a couple of weeks, but at the same token, depending on revelations in the meantime, might not. But we'll have to see how it goes. On Tuesdays, you will be able to find me playing some Final Fantasy XIV here on my channel starting 6 PM. It's only going to be going on for a few weeks, but I'm curious to see how that goes. Saturdays, you can usually, if MadCat_UK is streaming, usually join him for some co-op gaming. And I think that about covers it. Yeah, that covers it. Okay, we are going to go raid JStation64, who, if everything is going according to plan, no guarantees that anything is going according to plan, will be playing some No Man's Sky over on his channel. And it'll be at that for another hour or so. So I do hope that you'll all join me for this raid. And if not, I shall hope to see you next time. Until then, tidy bye.